Yo, what's up guys, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Kano Chinedu Praise. So as you can see by the title, I'm going to be having a very interesting discussion with a very good friend of mine, Stephen Wise. He's a philanthropist and also he's an author. He has actually written a book titled How You Can Be Happy, and also he's also on the verge of writing a second book. So we're going to be discussing why do black foreigners, or why do African foreigners actually face so much difficulties in a foreign land, not just only the Philippines, and also in diaspora or any part of the world. Why do African foreigners actually face problems, challenges, and generally all forms of problems that has to do with an African foreigner living in a foreign land. So I want you guys to really stay tuned and really enjoy this video. But before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please consider subscribing, turn on your notification bell so that you can be able to get future video when I upload. And also don't forget to like, and also don't forget to also comment on what you really think about this video. So without further ado, I want you guys to stay tuned and enjoy this video. So, Mr. Steven, you've lived in the Philippines for a while, and you really understand how it really takes, to live as a black person in the Philippines, the stress and everything. And if I can understand, there are so many black people, who are actually, passing through terrible problems in the Philippines and in Asia as a whole. So, for you that have lived in the Philippines for a while now, how were you able to overcome the stress, the challenge, the depression aspect? How were you able to cope with that? So I want you to throw more light on that.
Thank you, Praise, for that good questions that you throw to me. First of all, I want to let you know something. So many people don't consider things before they set or they embark on a journey of trying to go in a foreign land, a place where they have no idea about before. They fail to ask questions. In this video, I'm gonna be highlighting to you the 4 main questions one should ask before embarking on a journey to a foreign land, to where he or she have never been before. If you fail to ask these questions, when you go there, definitely you will be disappointed with what you see. What you expected might not be what you expected to see when you get there. Number 1 of those questions is the motive. You ask yourself that question. What is the motive of traveling, example, to Philippines? So many black guys are here in the country where they have not been before, where they know nothing about their history, how they live, how they survive, the means of survival. They don't know. So what are the motives of you traveling in another man's country? Your survival depends on your motive. Some of us think that yes, this is a country where there is a lot of money. When you come, you grab the money, you go back to your country or wherever you come from. Some think, oh, I don't have, it's a country where within 6 months, within 1 year, I already make what I am going there for. So that motive helps us a lot. And some of us have the motive that yes, when I go there, I will take life easy, I will take life gradually, I will feel free, just as if I travel, I leave my homeland in my country to travel to another city in the same country to seek for a survivor or to struggle for survival. So these are two different things that can make one survive. Number 2 of what you think or what you have to consider being a very good question when you are planning to travel to another country. Where am I going to travel? Some people don't even think of Where are they traveling? They just see, yeah, there's opportunity here that I can travel, then they put head there. Then again, how to travel? How am I gonna travel? How will I prepare? How will I ride to that place? What and what am I going to get in order to make sure I am legible? I am eligible to travel to this place. So these are questions that need to be asked. Then finally, whom to meet. When you ask yourself this question, who am I going to meet? What are their culture? What are the kind of people are there? What kind of people are there, sorry? What type of food they eat? How their environment is. When you ask yourself these four questions, believe me, when you go to that place, you cannot be stranded. You will live your life and arrive at the reason why you come.
So, if I should ask you, what are the positive and negative experiences one can get as a foreigner, living in the Philippines or in Asia as a whole? So, I want you to throw more light on that because so many people travel to countries, but they just feel like I want to travel without trying to research and get to know what are the response or what are the negative or positive response which they might have to other countries. I mean to other foreigners, if I should say. So I want you to throw more light on that.
As a foreigner, in any country you go, there are experiences you must have as a foreigner in a foreign land. Let me first of all go into the negative experiences. I am speaking or I am talking to you from experience. I have experienced them as a foreigner in this country. Number one of them is bullying. You must be bullying. That is a must. Because considering your color, you are a black person. When you come, most of them will not have not met black before. Then some of them have very bad character of bullying. Some of them have not been exposed to seeing other people. Like me, my first bullying experience I got in the Philippines was a little boy of, let me say, about 10 years coming straight to me to touch my hair. Hey, you, your hair, they draw my hair. Drawing my hair is a very bad experience that I feel that I was bullied then. Then second is you experience the increase of prices of commodities when you come. For example, you go to the market, a Filipino selling things will increase or hike price because he feel or she feel that yes, a foreigner is here on my table to buy things. So the amount or the price she or he uh, sells to a citizen or a local will not be the same price. Another experience that is negative actually is your career will get delayed. You are expecting, you have a particular career. Maybe if you are in a country, you will pursue it so fast because it is your country. But when you go to another man's country, it will get delayed before you stabilize yourself and get accommodated and get steadified, get your visas and get your I-cards, everything. Then what you want might be delayed. Loneliness and homesick. Loneliness and homesick. This is not actually pertaining to blacks. It happens to everyone. I remember when my wife left me and traveled to another country. That time we were not together because of homesick. She ran away back to her country in the Philippines. She said she was crying for 2 weeks, and the auntie has to send her home back to the country because of homesick. Another thing is another negative experience is going home is too hard for you. You'll be crying to go home, but it's not easy for you to get. Consider the airplane ticket. Consider the immigration procedures. Consider a mine still eligible to stay in the country? Are my visa expired? My passport, is it intact? So what are the, how can I make money to go and travel? Because definitely your people must be looking at you or expecting something from you as someone who is coming from a foreign land. So another bad experience there is, you will become a different person in the midst of people. That is just that. When you go in a group that everybody is a Filipino or Filipina, when you go there, people will look at you so differently. And you face a very high risk of being discriminated. That is a very, very bad experience that we blacks here are experiencing in the Philippines. And note, the people that are discriminating most of us here are people who are not, um, let me use this word, exposed. But people that are exposed, they don't discriminate foreigners, especially black people that have traveled around the country. Like I have many friends here. They said, "Yes, I have been in your country before. I worked there as a seaman. I worked there as a domestic helper. I worked there as this and that, that." So they don't discriminate. When they come to me, we interact, we drink together, we share together. But those ones that are so primitive, that are being bound in in their different localities, when they see you, they try to discriminate you or because of your color. So that is actually the negative experiences one can experience as a foreigner, especially a black.
So, Mr. Steve, you are giving us the negative experiences for foreigner to live, in a foreign land. So, if I should ask you, what are the positive side to the story?
Actually, anything that has negative has also positives. So let me tell you only three positive experiences that people can get in a foreign land, and the reason why they left their different countries to another country. You cannot go to another country because you just want to go. You must have gone to another country because maybe the country is better than yours, or you want a greener pasture. True or false? So that is just the actual thing. For example, your health, number one positive experience one can get in a foreign land is your health improvement. For example, in Africa, we can say that we have a lot of malaria in Africa. But when you go to another country that is outside Africa, you can see that the government made it possible that malaria are not too much. They eradicate malaria. So when you go there, you have experience of not getting sick always. That is a very big positive experience one can acquire in a foreign land. Then improvement in understanding of other cultures. That one is a very well-known experience that you can you can flow in understanding other cultures. Then when they ask you, "Oh, how many languages do you speak?" You say, "Yeah, I can speak 3 languages, 4 languages." That is a very big credit for persons who travel in another country. Then again, less poverty. The danger of poverty, it will be lessened in your family, in wherever you are in your life, because one, for example, the Filipinos and Filipinas, they travel other countries of Asia, America, Europe to work. Okay, why? Because in their country their currency is not enough for them, the salary they pay them is not enough, so they want to go for a better job, a better paid job. Likewise, also in Africa, most Africans come to the Philippines also because it is where that is more easier for them to get visa and get papers to travel, and their currencies are bigger than that of theirs in Africa. So they prefer to go there. So when you go there, you consider the value of your currency and that of yours in your country. You see that your value of your currency is lower. So when you get, for example, when you get $100, is very big high. If when equivalent is high, when is exchange in your country. So when you get like $1,000, it's very high. So it will lessen the danger and the risk of poverty in your family. So these are the three main positive experiences, and there are so many others that one can talk about when we go deeper. So for now, let me give you these three cardinal points and reasons. Thank you.
So you've given the positive and the negative. So if I should ask, what are the advice you can give to foreigners who are stranded in the Philippines or in Asia, and also those who intend on coming to Philippines? What should they look out for? What should they plan for? What should they see? And things like that.
Yeah, so many people have come to me and seeking the same advice. So many people calls me on phone and say, look at this situation of mine. What can I do? How can you help me? So from that, I would say that the number one advice I would give to people who want to come to Philippines, precisely to Philippines, you see the four questions to ask before you move to any foreign land. Ask yourself those questions first. When you are able to ask yourself those questions and give yourself a good answer, then you can make a travel. You will know that yes, when you come here, you will not feel stranded and you will not feel disappointed. Then again, if you must survive in a foreign land, number one, seek God. With God, everything is possible. Know your uniqueness. Number two, when you know who you are, I don't think that you will get deceived, because the worst thing that can happen to you or to a man is when you tell yourself lies. Tell yourself the truth. Know that yes, I have this uniqueness in me, I have this, I have that. Then you live an authentic life. Don't live a fake life. Call yourself on your name and say, yes, this and that are what I am, are who I am, and what I can do. So these are the things that can help you out when you are in a foreign land, especially in the Philippines. Then another advice I can give to my brothers here is avoid unnecessary competitions. Competitions are allowed in a positive way. Sorry. There are positive competitions that are necessary for you. For example, since I come to Philippines, I started living alone. I don't live a place where low set of people are. It's not proud. It's not making brag of things like that. You have to look for people who have the same worldview with you. You have to look for people, or look for areas where people of substance are living. No matter the price, if you can afford it, you can. Not where you are a foreigner, when you come to a country, you go to a slum and live. I know that situations could warrant that. But let's say as you lay your bed, so you lie on it. So there are places you stay where people will motivate you. Look for a motivator. Look for motivations that will make you think like them. Yes, these people are here. So every morning they go out. So which means when I'm living here every morning, I want to be going out. So you look at their life, then you emulate with them. Excuse me, then you copy. Then another thing I will tell you is that don't stay in a place or in a country where you don't have any mentor. Mentors are very, very important in our lives. Advisors, not actually advisors in the wrong way. Look for motivators. Look for coaches that will guide you in whatever you want to do. When you seek God first, then you can seek the direction or the directive of your fellow person, those who you look onto. Not when you come to a place, you look for a very wayward person, a very radical and idiotic person. You go and be aligning yourself with that. Definitely you will be corrupted, you will be disowned and dismissed in your abode. Avoid conflicts. Conflicts, we all know what conflict means. So these are the advices that I could give You know, to make things short, we will not like to go so deep. Then if you want to go so deep, you will wait. My book will be out very soon on surviving in a foreign land. So you can then know how you're gonna survive in the Philippines or any country in Asia, or in America, in Europe, in any country, in Canada, in Australia, where you find yourself. There are tricks, there are roots, there are tips that one can get, and the model that you can follow to survive in a foreign land. My advice remains: esteem yourself, make a value for yourself, give yourself proper identity, embrace silence. That is one of the biggest risks that we take here as foreigners. We are so loud, we are so noisy. When you go to a country where it's not your own and you are at home, you keep making noise, shouting on top of your heads. No, it will definitely implicate you. So noise is another problem that we foreigners, especially Africans, do have here. So thank you, Mr. Praise, for this wonderful epic and wonderful series. Wish we continue it next time. Thank you for your time.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed this very interesting discussion. And before I continue, he also have a YouTube channel. I told you, from the starting, I'm going to be pasting his YouTube link on my video, so you guys should go there, support him. I'm very sorry guys, I couldn't really end the video properly because my battery died, and also I was quite in a haste to go out, and also my friend also was quite in a haste to go out. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. But before I go, if you know you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. Turn on your notification bell so that you can be able to get future video videos I upload. So without further ado, I want you guys to take good care of yourself and ingat. I'm very sorry guys, I couldn't really end the video properly because my battery died, and also I was quite in a haste to go out, and also my friend also was quite in a haste to go out. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. But before I go, if you know you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. Turn on your notification bell so that you can be able to get future video videos I upload. So without further ado, I want you guys to take good care of yourself and ingat.